Welcome to Code with Steven. So today we want to go into the entering data on your Excel sheet. If you check, I've entered some data like names, and I still want to enter more. Same process. So I'll come over here. I'll write number one. Let's I want to write payroll for instance. So number of workers. How many number are there? I write number one. And here I put number two. And here I put number three. And here I put number 4. Here I put number 5. Maybe here I put number 6. Now imagine if I'm to put in number one after the other like this. It's gonna find the best way and it's good, but it's gonna take a whole lot of time. But that is the quickest way you can do this without having to write all of this. First, we want to let Excel understand what we are trying to do. That I'm actually incrementing this number by 1. What I mean by incrementing, I'm adding each of them by 1. So if I let Excel understand that I'm adding by 1, Excel quickly pick up. And how do I do that? I just come over and select everything. Now I've selected everything. I check at it. You see, there's a little key. See it? I need my mouse turn to a plus. Okay, that so that is Excel understood what is going on. So at that point, what do? I drag it straight down to where I want the number to be. Maybe up to any number I want it to be. Just drag it there and drop. They meant to drop it. What did you see? You found out that Excel have put every other numbers on that particular spot by implementing the number by 1. Okay, of course, suppose so there is a little added some things, but then look when you can actually delete that. But if you do it very well, it won't add anything. You just start from 5, 6, 7, 8 till you get to number 20. Okay, so that's what you're going to see. That way, you'll be able to write this number quickly without having to face any challenges. Maybe because I've written this already, that's why I added all this. But normally it's supposed to give me exactly what I want. But let's try it again and see if it's going to work. Come over here and come to my result. New. And I put the numbers. Put number 1. I go ahead and put number 2. Go ahead and put number 3. Go ahead and put number 4. Go ahead and put number 5. Then, and lastly, number 6. So I now select all of them. And they meant to select everything up to that number 6 that we talk about. Look at this arrow. There's a little arrow there. Yeah, drop it there. Then you scroll. Take it straight up to here and release. Did you see what I'm talking about? Number appear without any point. No. Okay. So having said this, you will now put these are the number of these, and I put the names. Let's say the first one is John. Let me find a way to put. I won't waste your time on this. So I've typed all the names, and after that, let's say we want to talk about the number of days that they worked, and I'll assume that the number of days they work is, let's say they're working 12 hours. Everybody works 12 hours. Someone works 12 hours. Someone works 12 hours. So just the same way I did this first one, and also I'll use the same method that compute this. Okay, because already as you understand that this number is fixed. You have just put only one number. There's no additional increment, nothing. So you just simply select up to that area. Put your mouse straight there to turn to cross, then drag the last number and release it. You see it? So easily, if you are very fast, this thing can be done within few seconds. You are through with this. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's say that want to calculate the hourly time frame. Probably seeing their hourly time frame be 12 hours, right? Let's say the wages. Let's say this one has 1240. 1220 and stuff like that, different transaction and the rest of it. Then let's say number of workers, and just the way you pay payroll. Okay, now let's assume that in writing this number I made a mistake here. Okay, now if I make a mistake here, instead of writing let me just look for anyone that the number doesn't look right. Okay, YAML. Okay, let's say this YAML that's supposed to write TAML, and I want to write YAML, and I want to correct it. If you want to correct it, you have two options of correcting it. And this talk about if I click on it, click in and click on. If I click on it like this now, you notice that if I start to correct it, let me use backspace to correct it. What did you see? Everything wipe off, right? Everything wipe off. So is that what I want to do? Let's assume that maybe just a spelling, just to change that Y to T. So in that case, you don't need to start writing everything. Okay, so let me bring it back, Ctrl Z. So instead of me to write everything, there's another method you can use to actually correct, since it's just a number. And what you do, you double click, okay? Double click on it like this. When you double click, Excel will open for you to actually do your work. So you double click, you take your mouse, or you can even use your arrow key. Remember your arrow key is 4. Just take arrow key back there and write the T. Okay, if T is a problem and it's bam, we've corrected it. So if you know that this is another method that you can use to actually do this. Then what about maybe you want to copy some things in Azure? Actually, yeah, there's a lot of ways you can copy. Like most of those that I'm doing, either I use this method easily or I use copy. Let's, for example, say these numbers, I want to copy these numbers and repeat it. I don't write Ctrl C. When you write Ctrl C, you see that it started shaking, and we bring it down here, take it down here, and you write Ctrl V. And what you do, you paste it. So now you can use Ctrl C for copy, or another method is you can take your mouse down here and you see copy. You click on copy, you see copy. You also take the way I'm going and click on paste, and you also paste it. Or you can right click. When you right click, you also see copy and paste. Okay, so you have the various method that you can actually copy something from Azure and paste something from Azure. It's like I'm very fast. Let me count down a bit. Okay, so you can actually copy and paste from Azure. Now, what if as I'm writing this, let's say let me say I'm still writing these figures, and I want to go to the next line. What do? You can use the arrow key to go to the next line, right? Now let me say that instead of going to the next line, I went to the second line and I left a space here. That kind of, what will I do to go back up? It's very simple. Hold your shift key and also press the arrow, and it will go back up immediately. Okay, now what if I'm going to the right side? I'm going to the right side, and now I want to come back. What will I do to take a step backward? The same thing, hold your shift key and press tab. Just when you are using tab to go, you also hold your shift key and press tab and also go back. So these are various ways you can also work with Excel. You can also, so you can go a step upward or a step downward. And now let's assume that these things I have written are supposed to put a title here, but if you check, I didn't put any title. I was just busy writing the numbers, but no title, nothing. Now I want to put a title. How do I go about it? Well, for you to do that, you need to insert a column or a row depending on where you want to. So to insert it, you see my mouse, you bring it down here and see the mouse turns like a mouse. You click it and you select everything. So now that I've selected everything, you right click. Okay, and when you right click, you look for insert. You click on insert. Click on insert. And what happened? There's a space now. You now see a space where you can actually write everything. Then what if is a column? Maybe you want to add more this thing. Same process. You see my mouse. See, take it on that C. You may put on C. Look at how my mouse change. I right click, then copy and insert. A column will be there. You see it. So these are how you add columns or add rows to your Excel. So now let's give him a title. Let's say this one as usual. Let's start with the name, the dates. Let's say this is the dates. This is the names. This is the names, and this is the hourly worked. Hourly. I'm just assuming, right? So you do the one I'm writing. Don't do that. It's that way. Work. Then let's say this is the hours per day. Let's say this hours per day, and let's say this is employment salary. So this is employment salary. So this is employment salary and stuff like that. You notice something again as I'm writing this. Notice that each, like this hours work, sort of hourly work. What do you see? Hourly rule. The rest are cut. Hours per day. Where is this? You see hours per. The rest are cut. So what do I do to make sure that I bring back those things that cut? It's very simple. You take your mouse here. There are two things you can do. One is a little bit longer. Another one is the easiest way. Let's start with the longest one first as usual. Then we'll now show you the easiest way. Now for the longest way, you come over here, see my mouse as it on, you now double click it, then expand. Okay, expand till you get what you want. Hourly work, so it's correct now. And you also do something here, expand. You have to do one after the other, expand one after the other. That is one method of doing this. But the best and easiest method is this. come over here, look at your mouse. You make your mouse turn to hand like this. Then you hold down the mouse and select everything. Okay, I've selected everything now. Then you, in between any of them, it can be between D and E, A and B, B or C, any of them, just double click. What did you see? It will fit in immediately, automatically to what you want. Did you see it? Am I communicating? So these are how you can work with various Excel data to make your work easy. Okay, make your work easy. Then what if now, let's say that this 12 hours I put, I want to change it. I don't want it to be 2 hours. I want maybe something that is a little bit, maybe like 15 hours instead of 12 hours. You know, maybe let's assume that this 12 hours is almost in thousands, maybe in millions. How do I change it? It's very simple. I can't be start typing 12, 15, and no. So what do I do? Just go to find and replace. And how do you go to find and replace? Sometimes you can come over here and search for it. If you can see it, if you see it here, fine and good. But in case you didn't see it here, sometimes you can go see it, or you come over, check over it. By the time you start clicking, you see find and replace on your home or on your site. Then you click on it. So let's just search for it at home. Find and replace, and this is it. Click on it. This is find, this is replace. We are looking for find. And so if you see find differently, you see replace differently, then go for replace. You get the gist. You cannot just find it, but you want to replace it with something. So I click on find and replace. Now when I click on it, what did you see? You see find what are you looking for, and replace what are you replacing? So I'll now bring my mouse down here and say I want to replace 12, replace it with 15, and the moment you're through with it, you now click on replace all. As when we are finding, you click on find all. Okay, so you know what you are looking for, use that. So click on replace all, and it will tell you, what do you see? All done. How many have been replaced? 28 replaced immediately. And let's go back and check where we've written 12 before now. Look at it, it has turned to 15 automatically. Okay, automatically. So this is how you do with find and replace. It has not ended. There is still many other things we need to do. If you are, let's say for example now, let's say this is my course. The name of this my tutorial is, let me check what I give the name of my YouTube, so I can use that to show you something. Okay, I use Tech Made Simple for teachers and students, right? It's long, but I want to, let's say I'm writing something that relates to that, something that is long, I want it to be short, and I want to use acronym. Okay, how do I do it? You go to file, let me use display. If you go to file, just hope my system will have that. If it doesn't have it, I will explain it to you. If it does, we'll work it together right now. Let's try options. I'm supposed to look for more, but I'm seeing options instead of more. Then general option for working with Azure, show mini toolbar and stuff. Choose the content, use this. I'm looking for where I can actually change. There's a mistake, grammar and spelling correction and stuff like that. Okay, work calculation. Let's try and see if you can see it. Proving. Okay, the proving can go. Okay, I'll try to explain what I wanted to show you. For those who have MS Excel like 2022, 23, 24 and above, with a newer version, you can easily get it there. So click on find and replace. Under find and replace, will show you how you can, maybe for example, not find and replace, sorry, correction, grammar correction, where you see correction. You can also see where you can actually type the error. We'll show you the error and the correct usage. So you type the error and then put the correct one, and merely once your system, your browser sees it, will ignore it. You might type it, it will take it up. So for that, like this, my C7 coding academy, whatever I use, I'll just type C7 or Tech Made Easy. Instead of technology, I use T for technology. Then midis I use M, which is TM. For I use F. Then teachers and students T and S. So you just use TMS, T and S. You put it there and then go to the other side, write the full meaning of that. So each time you come over here, for example, write technology made easy for teachers and students. Once you just type this and press the tab key to go to the next one, immediately it will change to the correct word and it will be complete. Okay, my system doesn't have it now, but if I can be able to lay my hands on it, I'm going to show you that. Okay, but for now, this is how far we can go on this. In our next class, we'll now go into detail still on putting data into your Microsoft Excel. See you in our next class, and thank you for hanging around with us. Thank you so much.